I'm about to show you something that 99% of other YouTubers will never show you. After watching this video, you will know exactly what steps to take to be able to sign 2 to 4 clients every single week. I'm going to be showing you how to generate an unlimited amount of leads, the best outreach script to use, the best offer to use to actually book a meeting with the prospect, and how to sign them on the meeting itself. Now, this video is not a get clients fast or get clients easy by any means. I'm going to be showing you guys a 4-step process that you can follow and implement into your agency. So, what's the 4-step process to get 2 or 4 clients every single week? Well, let's start at the first step, which is lead generation. If you want to be getting 2 to 4 clients every single week, you need to be
pick up the phone and start dialing.
Literally as much as possible. So let me show you 3 ways to generate an unlimited amount of leads, which will never have you worrying again about getting new leads. So for the first method of getting leads, we're going to need to install Instant Data Scraper. And then all we're going to need to do is go to Google Maps and type in the area from where you want the leads from, and then type in whatever niche you're in. So I'm just going to put roofers as an example. And as you can see here, got some leads. And then all we're going to do now is just scroll. I scrolled quite far. And then all we're going to do now is click on the Instant Data Scraper extension. Try another table. And then as you can see, it highlights all the leads. And then we have all the information down here. But what we're actually going to do, or at least what I do, is we're going to only keep the name of the business, how many reviews they have, and their phone number. So as you can see, we only have phone number, reviews, and the name of the business. And then we're going to click CSV. And all we got to do now is vet the list, which means we got to go through the leads and qualify it. So anything above 65, I would just delete because they're usually quite established companies. As you can see, we've generated a list of leads that only took, 1 minute, 2 minutes. And we can just keep doing this process over, get as much leads as you need. And now once you have this lead list, we can give it over to the person who calls the leads, or you can call them yourself, whatever you decide. And for the second lead generation method, we're going to need to download an extension called snov.io. So the second method is for getting emails, and all we got to do is go on the website, click on the snov.io extension, just grab an email, put it into a lead list. It's quite self-explanatory. And yeah. So I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about this lead generation method, but basically you go on Facebook ad library and it shows you all the ads that anyone's running, and you type in your niche, and then you can filter in the right corner, filter it from whenever. I was 2022, so it's quite active. And then all we're going to do is find businesses that have basically terrible ads, and then we just get their profile and message them. I'll show you this. Look at this. This is very basic. But basically all we're going to do now is click on the page and then put their Facebook page into a lead list, and then we can send them a cold DM. So now that we have an unlimited amount of leads, let's move on to step number 2, which is outreach. I'm going to be showing you guys 3 outreach scripts to use for cold calling, cold emails, and cold DMs. I also want to say, if you want to get 2 to 4 clients every single week, you're gonna need someone to cold call for you. Or better yet, have a team of people cold calling for you. Now you can pay someone depending on how many appointments they set, so let's say $10 for every appointment they set. This is going to be very effective. Anyways, let's move on to step number 2, which is outreach. So the first outreach method that we're going to go through is a cold call outreach, and yes, this is inspired by Thomas Garnett. So the first line, "Hi, am I reaching the owner of Rambo Roofs?" Yes, you are. So I'm going to be honest with you, this is a cold call, so I do have something to pitch you. Would you like to hang up now? Give me 30 seconds. And then either the guy hangs up, or he gives you 30 seconds, and then you tell him, "We help residential roofing businesses with their client acquisition. So basically we get you 10 booked appointments in your calendar every month, and you don't pay us until we do. Does that sound like a fair deal?" And then he says, yes or no. And then after that, if he agrees, you say, "What we can do is, if you're okay with it, is hop into a quick Zoom call, and I can show you exactly how the process works and what that looks like for some of our current clients." And then, he agrees to it. "All right, do you have a 20-minute break on Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, whatever like the next day is usually?" And yeah, that's what I use for my cold call scripts. So moving on to the cold DM outreach, this is what I use in my outreach scripts. You can change it however you want, but this is what I use personally. "Hey, this is Chris. Is this Rambo Roofing?" "Okay, perfect. I just want to ask you a quick question about the business. Is this the owner by any chance? Yes, this is. Alright, perfect. So I'm Chris with Rambo Consulting, whatever your agency name is. We currently work with residential roofers to get you 10-15 booked appointments in your calendar every month. Automate a portion of your lead nurturing process. Aim to double your revenue in 90 days. And then if you'd be interested in working together, please reply. I have some questions for you. And then if they either say yes or no, move on. Same thing as a cold call. Okay, this is perfect. I'll show you in screen share when you have a quick 20-minute break. And then here, the final message. Okay, perfect. Here's a link to our meeting. If you want me to send it to your email, can you please send me that too? Link. I'll see you then. Yeah, that's what I use in my cold DMs. So let's move on to emails. So with emails, I'm very straightforward with it. So hey, business owner, first name. Hey John, I don't want to waste your time. I'll get you 15 booked appointments every month. You don't pay me until we get you that much bookings. Reply back to get the conversation started. And then here we are. So we help your niche. So whatever permanent makeup studios with the client acquisition. Hypothetically, if you work with us, we get you 15 and 20 booked appointments in your calendar every month. You don't pay us until we do. Does that sound like a fair deal? So if they say, yeah, it sounds like a fair deal, what we can do, quick Zoom call, screen share, what if a quick 20-minute break? And then when they say like, Thursday 2 p.m., all right, perfect. Here's a link to our meeting. I'll see you then. Yeah, and that works really well. And then for the cold DMs and the email outreaches, let's move on. These are the follow-ups I use. So every 24 hours they don't respond, I send a follow-up. It's all automated. So the first 24 hours of not getting a response, hey, did my message reach you well? Another 24 hours they didn't reply. Sends case study. Here's the results I've got for clients similar than yours. Hey John, is there any questions or doubts that may be holding you back? Hey John, just checking in. And then, hey John, I'm assuming you're not interested. If you ever think you can handle 10 to 15 clients a month, please don't hesitate to message me. So literally all these messages, besides this one, is a bump. This one is just sending more proof that we can actually deliver the result. The rest are just bumping the previous message to the top of their inbox. So those are my 3 outreach methods. Alright, so now that we got a small conversation going, let's move on to step number 3, which is offer. Now the offer is very important because that's what we're pitching to our prospect to get them interested in booking a meeting with you. So let me show you some great offers to use. So there's gonna be 2 offers I'm gonna be showing you guys, and then the first one is the value offer. So offer free value in the pitch to get prospect interested. So basically you're providing something for free. And an example of that is example offer. We get you 15 to 20 booked appointments in your calendar every month. That's the value you're bringing, and you don't pay us until we do. So you're offering something for free. You're offering value for free. You don't see a lot of that these days. So that gets a lot of people interested. And some people I actually pitch that to. They don't even believe it. They say like, oh, what's the catch? You want a commission or something like that? Moving on, second offer. It's the commission offer. Basically offer results in exchange for a commission in pitch to get prospect interested. This works well for high-ticket niches like roofing, roofers, construction, home improvement, whatever. Where if you take 5% of like a $5,000 deal, you're gonna be a happy person. Yeah, those are the 2 offers. There wasn't much to go over in this. Anyways, yeah, that's the offer. Quite a short segment, but yeah. All right, so now we know how to generate leads, what to say when we are outreaching to leads, and what offer to pitch to them to get them into a meeting. So let's move on to step number 4, which is the meeting itself. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best at meetings, okay? I'm still making pivots here and there. So I'm gonna be doing a brief overview over this topic, and I'm gonna be showing you how I actually structure my presentations. There are 5 structural elements that I use in my presentations. So let me show you guys how to structure your presentations. So the first item, understand. They get to know what you do. So explain what your services are. So Facebook ads, web design. Explain your offer in detail. So we get you 10 to 15 clients every single month by doing this. Show how you get the results. So we get you 10 to 15 clients by doing this, using these processes, these systems, yada, yada, yada. Item number 2. Respect. You are credible. You want to have case studies. So, oh, I partnered with Rambo Consulting Agency and they got me 10K in 1 month. You want to have past and former clients, like have a list of your past and former clients, logo. So like, oh, we've worked with them, we've had a lot of experience with people trusted us, whatever. And you gotta know what you're talking about. All right, next slide. Interest. The results you promise will help them. So I always make an example ad for their business. Whenever I get into a call with a client, I always have an ad prepared with their pictures from like Google Maps, their website, an example of what their Facebook ad will look like, and I usually show like what type of results they can expect with it, and then show an average amount they can expect to make working with you for 3 months. Okay, next slide. It's trust. They know you have their best interests at heart. So trust and respect is one of the most common reasons why a client will ghost you after a meeting. Basically, if they don't trust that you can deliver the results, a client is not going to want to work with you. And you get trust by going back to your past results, showing case studies of people you've actually worked with. So explain how working together will positively affect their business. So working with me, I'll save you time and energy, and I know how much you value that. And as a business owner, I value that as well. Next slide. So able, so they can marshal the resources. So talk about ad budget, how much you're going to charge a monthly retainer after like the 1 month offer you have, and just making sure that they can actually afford you, or you can negotiate the price. So structure your presentations like this. Show them what you do. Show them that you're credible. Show them that the results you promise will help them. Show that you have their best interests at heart. And show that they can marshal the resources. It's that easy. I promise you, this presentation, like this structured presentation, is very powerful. So the presentation I just showed you is an example to help me explain to you how I structure my presentations. But yeah, that's a 4-step process to get 4 clients every single week. If you guys learned something, please subscribe to my channel so you can watch me scale this YouTube channel to the moon. And good luck on your SMMA journey.